let's get out and vlog. What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. On today's quick vlog, I just wanted to get out. It's been gloomy in June this year, and I know the trails are really overgrown and not in the best conditions to ride at around my area. I'm missing mountain biking. Lately I've been using just my 72 volt e-bikes, using it on the streets, but I definitely missed off-road mountain biking. Anyhow, today's vlog, I figure, because I'm selling one of these Bafang mid-drive e-bike that I have, I wanted to talk about another major negative of owning a mid-drive e-bike. First, the main con of having a mid-drive e-bike, it's chain reliant. I've talked about this in my other video before. You need the chain to be fully functioning. For this bike to fully operate, you need your chains and your group set, all that fine-tuned and lined and ready to go so that you don't have issues on the trails. The other con is you need a better chain ring than the stock ones to hold it on the off-road mountain bike trails. You need to offset the offset, if that makes sense. You need to make the chains far inner in the frame so that it catches your bigger group sets. You can get this at Walmart for like $60. It's a 42 tooth chain ring, or you could also get it for like $100. Luna themselves sells it. The other biggest con of a DIY Bafang mid-drive kit is they're hard to sell. They're really hard to sell because, and it makes sense because it's kind of in the name, right? Everything is kind of fully customized. They make it so easy that you can do it yourself. You could get your own frame and pretty much just install the bottom bracket and then just align the chain, as I mentioned earlier. Super hard to sell. I've been trying to sell it at a good price at like $1,300 and no one wants to buy it. It's a full suspension bike. It's 52 volt, 20 amp battery now. UPP, I finally plugged in that triangle frame in there. I had to shave the casing a little bit off to make it fit, but now it fits. So it's a pretty big tank for a mountain bike, 52 volt, 20 amp UPP battery. It has rocking a BBSHD 26er full suspensions frame, Fox in the front and Specialized in the rear. Especially, I've talked about the market in general. The economy is really slow right now. It's so hard to sell some bikes to try to recoup some of my money. I've also been wanting to start like some kind of e-bike business, but again, it's been so hard right now. Everyone is sheltering in place, not really spending money. People are getting let go of their jobs, so all of their other priorities are in effect. Yeah, bikes are in general right now are not priority for most folks. So that's unfortunate because, you know, during the pandemic there was a bike boom. Basically, in particular electric bikes, they were booming in the pandemic 2 years ago because there were hardly any other activities that you can do at that time. But as I mentioned before, so those were the good times too, in terms of the mortgage rates being so low at 3%. Now that they've doubled and even closer to 7 to 8% now in mortgage rates, inflation is high. We're going through that economy cycle where it's not the good times right now. And yeah, bike sales are down, especially this DIY Bafang is hard to sell because of that. But don't get me wrong, like, the cons are still great of owning a mid-drive e-bike. It's definitely what shines on the trails for sure. I tried my rear hub on the trails, and it sucks. It's not recommended off-roading. And this is just so lightweight, you know. This bike is still under 60 pounds, and that's the great part about, you know, working on your own bikes is you understand, you know, your own maintenance, and that's why it's hard to sell it, because all the people that are interested in the middrive kits are the type that would do it themselves. So in their mind, why would I buy a customized e-bike when they can customize their own e-bike to their liking, right? For example, I actually prefer the BBS02 over the BBSHD because the 750 watt Bafang kit is all you really need in the trails. It's lighter. You actually feel it when you're trying to do some jumps. And it peaks at 1300 watts. So that's not too far off from a 1500 watt BBSHD, in my opinion. And another thing too, the BBS02 consumes less battery, giving you more range overall on your battery. When you're selling a Bafang mid-drive, is they might like the motor, but they don't like the battery, or vice versa, or they don't like the display. You know, all those things that you can customize your own, people will, right? So that's why if you can customize your own e-bike, I think you would go ahead and do it versus buy someone else's bike, right? Unless I really mark it down really cheap. So you know, everything has a price, I guess, right? So the return value, your investment on this bike, it's definitely going to be dropped or cut in half, or cut in 30%, 40%, whatever that is. It's going to dramatically be a lot lower than e-bikes that you can just buy on the market, you know, like the Super73, the Rev 1, aerial riders. So all those things, when it comes in stock, the mid-drive Bafang kits have a lower value overall. At least that's what I'm observing, you know. But I've been trying to sell other e-bikes too, but in general, it's really just slow right now. Economy-wise, hardly anyone wants to buy a used bike. I can imagine the e-bike sales are down because there's so much bikes for sale in the marketplace that are just lingering. What I consider a good deal, I thought it would sell like, you know, in 1 or 2 days. They're just lingering on the market now. So that tells me that definitely hardly anyone's buying at this time in mid of 2023. Anyhow, that's going to be in today's quick vlog, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe for more content. Check out the useful links in the description below for a discount on the Super73 Aerial Rider or a DIY Bafang kit. I just love how these bikes can climb those stairs, you know. Not a lot of e-bikes can do that on throttle only. So check this out. I'm going to just throttle myself on this steps. Yes, sir. Alright, with that said, if you are interested in the Bafang mid-drive, I encourage you to build your own. This is E-Bike Adventures signing out. See you guys in the next ride. Peace.